Thank you all for coming to our annual meeting for the year 2009. Tonight we have some business to take care of, which includes explaining the year-end financials and approving those financials, and then nominating a slate of directors for 2010. After that, I'll give you a brief update on where we are with ACAP. But first of all, I'd like to introduce Canadian Ambassador Richard Lecoq, who was kind enough to let us use his embassy for this meeting. We appreciate that. And he'll open with a few words. Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. So, buenas noches a todos. Bonsoir. For the few French Canadian there is in the audience. And good evening. I'm very pleased to welcome you at the Canadian Embassy. For perhaps many of you it's the first time, except the Canadians. And we're lucky to have a great, I think, a great embassy. First, I would like to say that Michael McKinley was supposed to be with us tonight. He told me that last week, but finally, because of what's happening in Cusco, there to take care of the evacuation of all the Americans, and actually I'm going to send myself a few people from the embassy to be sure that everything will be fine. So again, welcome to the embassy. I would like just to say a few words about ACAP too. I remember last year, Tom and Michael DeBake at this time invited me to talk to ACAP. And I must admit I was pretty impressed by the dynamism and the spirit that the people of ACAP had. And I felt that we were lucky in a place like Lima to have an organization such as ACAP where people, Peruvian, Canadian, Americans, could be together and share their experience about living in this beautiful country. So, and after that, I had the opportunity to attend a few of these events. One was the ball, of course. And thank you for the Canadian wine, Tom. I will still remember that he brought a bottle from Vancouver so I could discover it. But also for the national days of the event you have in Pachacamac for the National Day of Canada and the United States. It happened that our national days are closed, so we can celebrate together. So I won't say much more than that. I know you have some work to do. So thank you again for being here tonight, and hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you.
I should mention that Ambassador Lecoq this year is the honorary president of ACAP. So we're going to have to call ourselves the Canadian American Association in 2010. The next order of business is the financials. So I will ask our treasurer, Marina Hirschfeld, to give us a rundown on the financials for 2009.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the balance sheet for the year ending December 31st, 2009. Total current assets were $17,264. The total non-current assets were $1,031.77 for a total assets of $18,296.37. Our liabilities were $1,232.33. And the total capital, $17,064.04, for a total liabilities plus capital of $18,296.37. The statement of profit and loss as of December 31st, 2009 was as follows. The total income was $76,648.67. The total expenses were $74,735.94. And we ended the year with an operations profit of $1,912.73. Thank you very much.
I would just comment that 2 years ago, ACAP was in financial crisis. We are an association where our dues do not pay all of our expenses. 2 years ago, we started the corporate sponsorship program, and that developed enough income to put us where we are today. The fact that we were able to break even pretty much this last year is great. We still don't have a big cash balance, but I think you'll see with the number of new activities we have going on, we're going to expand the membership of ACAP and make it a stronger organization. So may I have a motion to approve the financials of 2009? Okay, John Park. Second? Okay, John. Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Okay, thank you. I didn't really expect any questions, but you never know. The next order of business is the election of officers, and I'd like to take just a moment to give you a thumbnail sketch of the people who are volunteering so much of their time and making so much of an effort to make ACAP the organization that it is. I'm standing for re-election. I was named president in July last year to replace Michael DeBakey, who resigned. I spent my entire career in mining and currently president of a Canadian public company called Rio Cristal Resources. I'm an American and I've been in Peru for 11 years. Marina Hirschfeld is standing as treasurer. She's an American living in Lima, raised in Venezuela, but she's been back in Peru now for 7 years with her husband, Alan. She was named treasurer last year to replace Jamie Cunningham. She's been active in several groups in Lima, and you'll hear that's a common theme for most of our board members. She's particularly active in the American Women's Literary Club. Being treasurer is a tough job, but Marina brings a organizational strength and discipline that's going to be great for us and really help us stay on the straight and narrow financial path that we need to be on. Kobe Zalad is currently the vice president and secretary of ACAP, and I'll ask Kobe to stand so you can see who he is. You know who Maureen and I are. Kobe is an American, has been living in Peru a number of years, and runs a consulting company here. He and his wife Sandra recently had twins, and they're doing great, so that's a big change for their family. And by the way, Kobe's mother is visiting, so please be sure to say hello to her after we finish the business of the meeting. Wendy Alperstein, if you could stand just for a second, joined the board last year and chaired our restaurant committee with great success. She's the founder of Magical Cusco Tours, which is a company that specializes in unique travel in Peru. One of those facets of our company is culinary tours, something that gets my interest immediately. She, as I mentioned, serves as the chair of our restaurant committee. Ann Birch is an American fashion designer who spent most of her career in New York working in the home furnishing industry. She moved to Lima 3 years ago and is very active again in civic groups here in Lima. She serves as editor-in-chief of our ACAP magazine, which I think is getting better and better each year. Could you stand, Ann, just to... Thank you. Diana Bowie, where's Diana? You can stand. Thank you, is a new nominee to the board. In addition to raising 5 children, she's had a very successful career in medicine and hospital administration.